Hi there guys, Sam here, welcome back to another video, and you join me going through this £52,000 Golf AR. Now hold on from clicking away from this video because I know the title says it's a £64,000 Golf, but just hold on, I'll explain why as I go further into this video. But yes, let's get straight into this. So yes, welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is all well. Now, being a channel that obviously has built up this Golf AR for quite a long time, I felt I'd do this video on it. I thought I'd have a little check on Auto Trader on this Saturday evening to see what the most expensive one was and whether or not it can justify it and should you buy it. Now, I've spoken to a lot of owners on this channel and future owners of the car who's ordering them, and I've never really got a full understanding of what sort of specification people are going for. Are they trying to get it below the £40,000 mark and go for it standard, or are they speccing it to the hills like this one, and should you go for it? As you can see, this car starts, well, has an asking price of £51,995. It's not even brand new. It's done 700 miles. You might ask, Sam, why are you saying it's £64,000? Well, the company that's selling this, Apex Performance Cars Limited, obviously offer a finance arrangement. So let's be honest, no one's really going to stump up 52k cash to buy this car, so you're going to get it on finance. So let's see the typical deal that this company offer on Auto Trader and what they've said. So it says finance arranged by Apex Performance Cars Limited. Representative example, monthly payments £982.65, term 48 months, contract length, cash price 52,000, cash deposit 1,000. This is just an example if you put down £1,000, but it's an example nonetheless that they quote. Total amount of credit, 51,000. Total amount payable, £63,878, represented APR 8.9%. Total charges, nearly £12,000. Fixed rate of interest, 8.9%. Optional final payment of £16,693. So let's scoot back to this image. Is it worth it? First of all, let me know in the comments what you think about that. I think it's that someone could offer that amount for a Golf. It boggles my mind. But it's on offer, so they clearly feel that they can get money for it. They're doing an ad on Auto Trader. Let's see if it's worth it then. Let's go through some of the specs of this car. As you can see here, here's the description that they give of the car. Obviously, it's spec'd to the max. As far as I can tell, it has every single option extra that you can get with a Golf R. So it's got the R Performance Pack, it's got the panoramic roof, it's got the Akprovich exhaust, it's got 19-inch S-Stral alloys, drift speed and top speed delimiter, that's just part of the performance pack, so I don't know why they're mentioning that. Rear spoiler in motorsport optics, I don't necessarily understand that part, but yes, rear spoiler comes as part of the performance pack, so don't really need to mention that. Dynamic chassis control DCC, that is an optional extra. Heated R sports seats, heated steering wheel, cooler front seats, which actually I only found out recently cooled front seats are on a Golf, which is pretty cool. Wireless charging, IQ lights, that's all standard. All the kind of like assists, fairly confident they're standard actually, so there's not too much over. One owner from new, and there you go. Vehicle registered 27th of May 2021. There you go. And in fact, actually, there's not actually many big options you can get on the Golf AR anyway, so yeah, that's what it is. So there's the specs for this car. Let's look at the pictures. Potentially that might change your mind. Maybe it's got some sort of special wrap on it, or I don't know, something amazing. Yeah, so it's in Lapis Blue. That's an optional extra for that colour, so that's something. Looks quite nice. Obviously, pan roof and Golf Rs tend to go quite well. It tends to be how people like to spec them. Those wheels, Hankook, so just the standard kind of ones. Got nice tyre black there, which is obviously tyre dressing to make the car look nicer. The seats, they're not even the leather seats. I mean, quote me if I'm wrong here, that they don't look leather, so it hasn't got that option on it. Okay, that's weird. I think that's I think it's Napa leather, quote me if I'm wrong, that you can get for it. Fairly confident they can be electric as well, and these are just the standard seats, which I like, but again, you're paying £52,000 or £64,000 on finance. There's the seats again. Yeah, they like the pictures of the seats. Lots of images here. I mean, actually, there's 36 high quality images, so they're clearly doing it well. Yeah, enough. It's a Golf AR basically, so £39,200 base. Just to let you know, if you didn't know, DSG only. They don't come with manuals. Akprovich exhaust. Now that is a £3,100 option, and yeah, it's a cracking system. No doubt about that. The spoiler, that spoiler looks exactly the same, so I don't know what they're talking about, that optic start. That's just part of the performance pack. Yeah, the rest of the images, okay, there's the pan roof, you know, £1,000 or so for that as an option. Yeah, some interesting, not so very well shot images, to be honest with you, that they've got on the site. Park assist, I guess. It's got the Nürburgring mode that comes as part of the performance pack, which is quite good. Having driven a Golf 8R, I can thoroughly recommend it, by the way. I'm not here to hate the Golf R by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm going to scroll back to this first page of the car being listed. First of all, what do you think? Do you think it's just, have you got the same kind of reaction to me, that you just think it's pretty astonishing that this can be offered? Now, why have they got this up for this price, and can they actually sell it for this price? Let's chat about that. So you've got a car here, as you can see from my cursor, up to 51,995, £983 a month. It's funny, 700 miles, as you can just see down there on the clock. I have been running a series for the last about 4 weeks now. I've got another episode coming tomorrow, just on why is everyone selling their Golf R, and the reason for that is because the values are really, really high. You know, it's just gone up. Cars are actually starting to appreciate. My car, since around April, it's kind of just gone up in price, which is nice. And a long way that will continue, particularly for used car owners. We're in an interesting phase during the pandemic, obviously, with issues with production, with supply. Brand new cars, they've got months and months delays. You know, people aren't potentially even seeing them this year. And as a result, the value is in getting your car today. Now, you can, in theory, pick up this car next week if you wanted to. Tomorrow, if you wanted to. If you paid the money, put down a deposit, set up your finance agreement, of your 64 grand finance agreement, yeah, you can. That is an advantage. You can get that car, and it does have pretty much every option, although not every single option. It doesn't even have the leather seats, from what I could see. The car has also been really well received, so that's always never a bad thing for residuals of a car. You know, I've driven it myself. I think it's really great. I think reviews of it has been really good, and it's a popular car. It's got a great following. Like on my channel, a lot of the people who subscribe to my channel, they love the Golf 8R, fast VWs in general, the fast GTI. So it's got that sort of heritage. It's got that sort of fan base to justify a price like that. You know, someone will pay. Well, they're assuming someone is out there who would pay that. So otherwise they wouldn't put it up for sale. Now, will they get that for it? Well, I've actually seen this car up for around, I'm going to say about a month. I think last time I checked Auto Trader, it was here, and it was at the same price. So they're obviously just chancing their luck that someone's going to come along and they want that car, they want that spec, and they're going to go for it. But, you know, whether they get that or not, we'll have to see. Now, should you pay that sort of money for a Golf R? Now, this is the weirdest thing that I'm probably going to say. It depends on the individual. If your name, for example, is Elon Musk and you're a multi-billionaire and time is worth so much to you, and for whatever reason this car was needed, for whatever reason, then yes, it's 100%, you know, justify losing 10 grand in depreciation or paying the extra £12,000 in the interest or whatever it is, and, you know, putting that money in SpaceX or something like that. It can kind of be justified, you know, it's nothing to that person. But for the rest of us, most normal people in the world, you know, that kind of money is worth quite a lot, and you've almost got to have more money than sense in some ways to be able to justify getting a car like this. There's also the issue of the fact that there's so many fantastic used cars out there for around this kind of money. £64,000 can get you one of my favourite cars, a 981 GT4, and that car is at a point where it's probably not going to lose that much money, whereas this car, you stick another 5,000 miles on that car, kiss goodbye to most of it, the residuals of it. On top of that, you've obviously got your interest from your finance agreement. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I'd be really surprised who does buy this. If anyone's watching this and actually buys this car, please do drop a comment and let us know. It's a great car. It's a crazy price, and I thought I would do a video on it because I can't believe it's got to this stage that there's a Golf that you could potentially pay £64,000 for, and it's not even brand new. It hasn't even got 0 miles on it. I thought it was an interesting one to say. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of this. Let me know if it can be justified paying nearly £1,000 a month on PCP, and which I think is crazy enough, even if you had like a supercar or a sports car. You know, I know some people can afford it, but it's still a lot of money. This is just another level, and I think is absolutely fascinating. But listen, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. It is quite Golf R based, and yeah, a lot of people on this channel, great community of people. So if you want to get involved, please subscribe and obviously like, share the video. It kind of builds the channel up, so that's really, really great. I have got a video coming out tomorrow, my little bit of a series on why people are selling their Golf R. It's been really well received, a lot of feedback from a lot of people around what they're doing and potentially, well, yeah, how much money they're making as well, which is great news, particularly for just normal, hard-working people. But thank you so much for watching. And I hope it's made your evening hearing about the price of this particular Golf 8R. And I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys.